All right, Pac-12 after dark, non-conference matchup, but let's talk a little bit about USC and this offense, because in the preseason, Brett, we were not sure if all these parts, this college football free agency, quasi-free agency would come together, but they've looked incredible offensively the first couple of weeks here. Fresno State goes to USC. The Trojans are a 12.5-point home favorite, 10:30 p.m. Eastern time kickoff on Fox. They seem to figure it out. They're figuring it out in a big way.
Yeah, keyword offensively. Defensively, they're just as bad as we expected. I mean, they couldn't even stop Stanford's offense, which is fine, but not great. So I've seen the over-under here as high as 74.
Oh, wow.
That's another one I'm betting under. I know that these guys are high-flying offenses, and it's no fun to bet unders. It's just not. It's actually among the worst when you're sweating it out and you see it's a close game. They're still throwing the ball. Come on, stop. It's tough. I am betting under this. I just don't think that Fresno State's going to be able to keep up in scoring. They're a good team, and USC's defense is pretty bad, but I don't know. Again, you're getting into the point where there cannot be turnovers. There cannot be fourth down conversions that they don't make. There can't even be field goals. It's really just kind of, you're expecting this to be 74-yard touchdown, 80-yard touchdown, and USC can carry that, but I don't know that Fresno State really can. They're a great offense, but their big play potential, I think, is still kind of capped. So I've seen the spread as high as 13.5 at Bet Rivers. I'd probably take USC in the points. I know that's tough. I don't love, as long as it stays below 2 touchdowns. I don't love laying the almost 2 touchdowns, but we've seen so far that, like,
with a total this high, right? I mean, if you're going to do it with a total this high.
Yeah, definitely. And the power rating systems are still behind on USC. They're still ranking them in the 30s. They're still ranking them, in the 20s and 30s, pretty low. So I would jump on the opportunity to kind of ride this USC train and still get them in these small numbers. Because I think if they played this game in November, you're seeing USC as a 20-point favorite, closer to 20 points. As good as Fresno State may be, I just think that the market's behind on USC. We've seen them open at a certain number each of the first 2 weeks. That number has moved in favor of USC. And even though there was, narratives out there about, like, well, the sharp money's on Stanford last week. Yeah, Stanford got killed. There was a backdoor cover at the closing mark at the very end. It was 42-28, I think. But if you bet USC early when they were a 9.5 point favorite, you cash that. So I would take advantage of the market being behind on USC right now. I think Fresno State's just overmatched in this game, especially on defense. USC's offense is there a team in the country that's evenly matched with them? They have some of the best receivers in the entire country. So I'm not really taking into account home field advantage on this. I don't think LA Memorial Coliseum is a very daunting place to play. I don't think Los Angeles is a very strong college town. I mean, there's 600 million things to do besides that. So I'm probably still leaning USC though. They're just a more explosive offense. Like you said, high point total. Good luck keeping up Fresno State. But I really do like under the point total in this game.
Let me ask you this. The Trojans implied team total in this game is 44. So if you get a team total at 44, over that or just cover the 12.5?
Just cover the 12.5. 44 is a lot. I mean,
that's so high.
That's so much. That's why I like these that's why I like these sky high unders.
Yeah. I hear you. And to your point, I mean, if you believe the projection systems are still behind on USC, FPI has USC 15 points better on a neutral field than Fresno State, and the line's sitting at 12.5. So by that logic, anything less than 2 touchdowns is value here for USC.
Yeah, and I don't think it's going to stay under 2 touchdowns. I think by the time this line closes, it's going to be closer to that 15 because people are going to jump on USC. People have been jumping on USC all season long, and they've been very successful, so...